It's in the game.
Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. Fresno State will kick it off and we will be underway. And he'll just take a knee and this drive will start at the 25. So the BYU Cougars offense will get first crack at it here. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Shotgun snap on third down. Fires to the right. And the third down pass is incomplete. And here comes the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So Fresno State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate almost
all kinds of room to the right. The 30, running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
This offense defense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
BYU, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll pull it on the read. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Wants to go up top. Looking left. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the offense is trying to attack the middle of the field. They're looking to hit that in route, but really good coverage there by the defense.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Got the first down and more. At the 45 on his way. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Bulldog. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Gives it on the option. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back to the 13.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. 3 can reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Takes it on the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Quarterback may change this route. Off play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Well, the offense is trying to make it look like runs, so they play fake, and the tight end, he comes right out of his stance, vertical downfield, gets one-on-one with a much smaller DB, and is able to make the catch for a big gain.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you're just too open.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the field goal unit is on the field. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. This is just what they wanted, a quick start, a 17-0 lead, and now they have the ball back. And the defense will corral the quarterback and goes at midfield.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Catch in the middle, it's Harmon. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Ramsey. Makes the grab. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about...
And he's got it! Touchdown, Fresno State! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. completion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. They send the tight end in motion. Running back searching for a hole. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies behind the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Oh, man, you don't see many of those anymore. Nowadays, the gloves are so good, the hands are so good. You don't see a lot of drop passes. Missed opportunity there for the receiver.
They'll be able to get off 1 more play before quarter's end. He'll keep it on the sneak. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He's getting a lot of work, 4th time he's punted tonight. Touchdown, Fresno State, stealing a score on special teams. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his man down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. Complete in the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. This 1st half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And they're not on the same page there.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Off play action. Throws to the wideout. This time he's got his man. Makes the stop at the 35-yard. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. And the Cougars are moving quickly down the field. He'll keep it himself. Open space at the 25. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Cougars, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense gets set for 2nd down. It's a draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. To throw, it's Ramsey. Makes the grab on the left. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. He has the 1st and still on his feet. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Maybe they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch along the sideline and steps out of bounds.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Makes the grab. It's Flowers. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Wants to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Flowers. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. Firing to the right, complete. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Ramsey. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snagged out of the air. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side.
Turning it on. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
Fresno State 45, BYU 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. It's complete to the left. It's a fumble on the play. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Back to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end.
Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Let's go. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fresno State.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half.
BYU 3.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Fresno. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Dropping back, it's Ramsey. That's caught. It's Harmon. At midfield, he's got room. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal coming up.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Cooler 18! Cooler 18! Here we go!
The offense changing the play. Touchdown, Fresno State. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Fresno State 59, BYU 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Motion from the wideout. Makes the grab on the shuffle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Pressure coming. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off the play fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Ramsey. Under fire. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. On the run, deep down the right side. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Smashes through the tackle. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Finds his man, it's long. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Cougars can really attack on this second and short. They'll move the tight end. Rides the back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive.
Oh, he's got some space. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Trying to set up the screen. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Johnston. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the ground with the back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Tackled there by the defense.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Power football with the run. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Swings it out to his running back. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, still going. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Quick strike complete. Still running at the 40. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
From the gun, the ground game. Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. Washington has the lead right now. Feels like we've heard the air raid sirens a few times today, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by just 1 over UCLA.
Breaks into the open. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away.
Number 13 on to kick it away.
Hauls it in at the 25. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Fresno State takes over in the offense. We'll go back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Looking downfield, it's Ramsey. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, they'll go to the air. A little release to the back. Turning on the Jets. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
The outstanding game has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
The Bulldogs are in the hurry up. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Looking downfield on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Wants to go up top on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. Still on his feet at the 35. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. BYU with the 1st and 10. Holds and fires complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll go to the air. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. On the move at the 30. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll try the run. Turning it on. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game.
Breaks into the open on the left. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Kelly. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. On first down, here comes this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it left. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He'll take it on the return. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to throw. It's Ramsey. Here's a heat. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He tries to take the top off. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff.